welcome everyone to Puzzle Time with MoMath and MathPickle. Today we have a broken sword, and this puzzle has to do with mending broken swords. So have any of you read Tolkien?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
The right Tolkien. Okay, yeah, I've read his books.
You've read his books, Seth? So there was a broken sword. And do you know the character who, the most famous character who carried a broken sword around?
Wait, no, it wasn't Bilbo, was it? No, wait, he found a sword, but it wasn't broken, so it wasn't Bilbo.
That's right. That's right. It was Aragorn, and he found a sword and he reforged it in Rivendell. And so this is a story, a mathematical puzzly story about forging and blades afresh. So here is an example of a blade of length 7. And whenever these blades shatter, these Elven blades are very high quality. And whenever they shatter in a very specific way. And so here are two examples how an Elven sword might shatter, but only one of them is true. And I can let you guess. Do you want to guess if the upper or lower one is the correct way for an Elven sword to break of length 7? Avocado cream, because you came just on time, you get to vote. And you're the only person who gets to vote. You just have to say the top or the bottom. What do you guess is the correct way for an Elven sword to break? And you're muted. For some reason, avocado cream, you are muted. This is a pure guess.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Top, it's a guess. I have zero idea.
It's a guess because no one knows the rules. And you are wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, no, that's not the right way to do it. So yeah, the bottom is the way that an Elven sword will break in 2. And that's because 6 plus 7 is pretty close to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5.
Oh, so there's a math rule. Oh, I didn't.
What a surprise. I mean, what a surprise.
Yeah, very surprising.
Rule. Yeah, very surprising. Okay, Ruta, you get to guess which of these ones is the correct way if a sword was to break up into
I don't understand the
3.
rule.
No, I haven't described the rules.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
you said
a guess.
something about a mathematical problem, and I was like,
So all that I said here was that that the bottom one was correct because 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is about equal to 6 plus 7. So I didn't actually tell you the rule, whereas 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is not very close to 5 plus 6 plus 7. Okay, so I haven't told you the rule yet, but I've told you a little hint. So what do you think, Ruta? What would be your guess? Would top or the bottom be a better way for one of these Elven blades to be shattered in those rare occasions where they got stomped on by Saruman or
I feel like the bottom. It just looks more right.
Yeah, and you're correct. It is more balanced because 1 plus maybe it is the top. Wait a second, I'm not sure. They both don't look great.
I think it probably is the top. That's 10, 5, and 13, and the bottom is 15, 6, and 7.
Okay, so 15 minus 6, that would be a score of 9, and a high score is bad.
Yeah, 9.
And at the top, we have that would be 10 and 13 here, and then 5. So 13 minus 5, that would be a lower score. That would be a score of only 8.
But only by 1.
Yeah, only by 1. So it's only a little bit better. And I'm not even sure that this is the best way to split it into 3. Okay, next. So now we kind of understand the rules a little bit. You're trying to, whenever these short swords shatter, they're going to shatter in such a way that the largest piece minus the smallest piece that difference is as small as possible. Okay, Taco Cat, what's your intuition? Oh, I guess these are, one of them is length 4 and one of them is length 3. So which one do you think is better?
The one with length 4, since it's called broken swords.
Okay, and what would be the score? The largest minus the smallest, the largest one of these shards minus the smallest.
Oh, the largest is 3 and the smallest is 1, right?
No. So you add up these. So this shard here would be 4 plus 5.
Oh. Well, then 9 minus, wait, so this one in the corner is 1 plus 2 plus 3.
Yeah, that's right. So that's a 6. And then this is a 9. This is
So
a 6. And
that's
this is a
9
7.
minus 6. So that would be 3.
Yeah, so this gets a score of 3.
Oh, well, that changes everything because here on the bottom, 5 plus 6,
4.
which is 11 minus 7, which is 4.
So it by chance you did guess correctly that it was the top that was better, because you want a low score, and this got a score of 3 at the top.
Yay.
Okay, so Taco Cat, you were right. This is a 3 and this is a 4, so the 3 is better. That's your objective, and I will tell you that the most special Elven blades, they will always fracture in such a way to give you the lowest number. So if they have to fracture in 4 shards, they're going to fracture in 4. If they can do it in 2, they'll do it in 2. So the number can change. Okay, so we're going to now do this with a
Staircase.
length 10. This is a length 10 sword, and
Somehow.
I'm going to let you guys come up with an idea about the single best way to do it. So you can choose if you want to split this into 3 or into 4 or into 5 or as many times as you want. It's totally free. Seth, do you want to give it a try first, Seth? Whatever looks good. So I can just split it whatever seems fit to you. So I can start, for example, by splitting it, I don't know. Here, I don't know. You can choose. So you can say between 4 and 5 or whatever. So what would you like to try, Seth?
Okay, so I'm going to try between 6 and 7.
Between 6 and 7.
Just gonna see what happens.
Okay. And just 2 times? Just twice?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And can we figure out how much that is? Everyone take 17 seconds to figure out how much we're scoring. Yeah, thanks, Taco Cat. You can just leave those on, actually. That's great. Oh, sorry, between 6 and 7, you said. Sorry, I got it wrong. Okay. That was helpful, Taco Cat. You actually saved me from putting it in the wrong place. So this is 34. Yeah, I agree. That's 34. And this one over here, what is that?
21.
21. Okay.
Perhaps
so
it would be better if we got rid of the.
score is
I actually got a
Perhaps it would be
score.
better if we
34.
split it between 9 and 10 as
Okay.
well.
Okay, but 34, let's do 34 minus 21, Taco Cat, instead of 36 minus 21. And then we've got it. And I will write that score up here. That's 13. So 13 is a pretty good score for such
Just
a
split it
large
between the
sword.
9 and the 10.
Okay, so we want to put it between the 9 and the 10 too.
I
Yeah.
got a score 1.
Oh, really?
So what I see is that we have to try and make this the biggest number be as small as possible and the smallest number be as big as possible.
Yeah,
So
Oscar.
here we could have 10 and 9. Well, something that's like
Do you want me to
Number
tell you
nine.
how I do will I score 1?
Yeah. You got to
A
score
line
1.
between 9 and 10. A line between 8 and 9.
Yeah.
A line between 7 and 8.
Okay.
A line between 6 and 7.
I think I just figured out how to get a score of 0.
You figured out how to get a
4 and 5.
And between 4 and 5. Yeah.
And then that's all.
Okay.
11 is 5 plus 6.
I think I figured out how to get a score of 0.
That's 4.
Okay. Just
Still a 4 is
Okay.
pretty good.
So I'm just going to talk to Oscar first here. So we've got the largest one is 11, Oscar.
And the smallest is 7.
7.
Which
So you got a
means
score
4.
of 4.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, that absolutely.
nice.
Absolutely.
Gord, do we have a limit in the number of cuts that we make? Is there like some score for the number of cuts?
No limit. You can cut it
Because
as
then we
many
could
times
just
as you want.
make more cuts.
Yeah, you can
We
make as
could
many
cut
cuts
the
as you want.
11 right here. We could cut the 11 right here and have the biggest one be 10.
So you want to just keep up, you want to do all of the cuts possible?
No.
No, I see it. You want to do this because that reduces Oscar's score from a score of 4 to a score of 3, right?
Nice.
No, it's 10 minus 5.
Oh, it's worse. Okay.
Oh no.
So it's a 5, not a 3.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking 5 and 6. Yeah. You're right. Okay.
If we go back, maybe we could figure something out. Like maybe cut the 10 off. Oh no, we have the 10 here. So the smallest, biggest number possible we can get is 10.
Smallest, biggest number. Yeah. The smallest, biggest number possible.
That should be 10 minus something. So right now we're talking about what to make the smallest number.
Okay.
And if we have 11 here, we cut that off and that's 5. So we don't want this because that'll make a 5.
That's bad.
Maybe if we took this 7, 8 and destroyed this line between 7 and 8, that would make, oh no. Well, if we destroyed this, then we would have 11 here. Then we would have 10 and we would have 7 plus 8, which is 15. That's also
5. Solly, do you want to give it a whirl? Let's first of all score this. What do we have for a score here right now? We've got 15 is the largest one, right? 7 plus 8 is 15. And the smallest is
9.
9. 15 minus 9 is a score of 6. So we started off reasonably good with 13, then we went to 4, then we went to 5, and then we went to 6. So it looks like we're getting worse and worse and worse every step we take now.
So, can we go back to the 4 one?
Yep. Okay, so I will copy that, and there we go. You are up, Solly.
So,
Yep, full time.
We're having a break before you speak, Solly. We are having the MoMath poll. You guys get to guess how many people are watching with you at home. And if you guess correctly, you get no prize whatsoever, but you do get to continue this session. So here we go. Let's see. And we're going to end the poll and we're going to share the results.
I forgot to mention that you shouldn't put 10 plus because there's people in this meeting because there's 10 or more people in this meeting.
but wait, I was about to say, but there isn't, but how many people are there?
We don't need to worry about it. There's 10 people actually.
The 10 plus would work.
But not in this case, only in your house.
Yep. And so 10 minus 7 would be.
So how many people are confident that 10 is as good as we're going to get here?
11 minus
You can
7.
do
Okay.
thumbs up if
No,
you.
but I just realized something. Instead of breaking the 11 apart, which we do have to do, we then have to delete one of these. So the 5 or the 6 would be one in one. The 5 and the 6 would be in one of the groups, not to be a small number.
So you want to try that?
I found a way to get 5.
But I feel like that's the strategy at the moment.
Actually, I think I got a way to get 2.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Solly first, and then
I found a way to get 5, but not
better than 5. And we've got the 5 we got like this. We just cut it all
Yeah,
up.
that was my solution.
Yeah, okay. So Taco Cat, now it's your turn, and then I'm going to go to you, Seth. Taco Cat, I'm going to move this over to here. And you want me to get rid of this one here. Is that correct?
If you leave it there.
I just realized because we got 3 here, and then this way we'll get 6. So it seems like 4's the minimum.
I got a
If we
2.
get 3, I mean, that's a disaster. We're already at a score of 7 because we can't get lower than 10. Like you said, there's no way that we're going to get lower than 10. So anytime we're taking 3 here, we're going to get
found a way to get a 2. Leave a line between 6 and 7.
between
But
6
then-
I've also found a way to get a 2.
And then put a line between 3 and 4.
6 and 7, and then a line between 3 and 4.
And keep the line between 5 and 6.
And keep the line between 5 and 6. Okay.
I think this score is pretty good. The highest is 10 and the lowest is 6. That's another 4.
That's another 4. Yeah. So you're specializing in 4s. Seth, you think that you have found a way to get to 2.
Yep, I think I
To the
have.
couch.
So, if you move that split between the 5 and 6 to, a
Okay, sorry,
split,
5. Yep, go ahead.
split between 6 and 7, and then if you delete that split between 9 and 10,
Okay.
you get 19 and 21. Oh wait, oh never
No,
mind.
it's 21 minus
I gotta include
7.
7 and 8. Dang it. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, and if we get rid of that, it's not looking great because then we've got the 15 in there and that would score a 6.
Oof,
Okay.
that's a lot.
Yeah, 6 is not great.
Not
So
good.
if we review
Actually-
our results so far, we went from 13 to 4 to 5.
Wait, what if you
6 to 4 to 4 to, yeah.
what if you just put one split between 7 and 8?
One split between 7 and 8.
Sure. None of my other ideas, I'll assume, have been good so far. But I believe that gets you a 27 and a 28.
That's only a 1.
That's a 1.
Oh, I had a good idea for once. Let's go.
Okay, so that looks pretty amazing. So what's your guess? If we
Is
went
that
to-
the best? Do you know if that's the best solution, or is there something that scores 0?
Is there a minimum for the amount of splits?
There's
No.
no minimum.
Possibly.
Oh,
Wait,
well, of
So
course,
does that?
I mean,
I
the
think
sword
it's
has to be
the lowest
broken.
possible.
Dang it. Because
Okay,
it's
the
a
sword has
sword.
to be broken. Yeah, if the
Ah.
sword isn't broken, then of course you have no problem.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's no way to score 0 because that means the 2 side two largest and smallest sides would have to be equal. And I don't think that
But
is.
then they'd have to add up to 11.
So Solly, you would
Yes.
predict that the answer for this puzzle for any size of sword, it cannot be 0.
I don't, for this size, I think you can't have a 0 because you need, in order to have a 0, each piece of the sword has to be the sum of them has to be a factor of the total, and it has to be over 10 for here. The total is 55. The only factor over 10 is 11. And you can't make an 11 using the 10.
But couldn't a 5 is also a factor of 55? So couldn't I split this into 5 pieces?
Yes, but then you won't. But it has to be higher than the amount of numbers, because then the high numbers can't go with anything.
But couldn't I have 4 splits, right? 4 splits, that would give me 5 pieces of this puzzle, and it's conceivable that they could all be the same. Maybe I think that looks difficult, but
if they all were the same, they'd have to each have a total of 11.
oh, right, they have to add to 11. Right, it would be 5 times 11 would be 55. I get it now. Yeah, and there's no way to make 11 with that lower, with the lower or with the upper side. You either have 10 or you have 19, and at the lower side, you either have 10 or 15, so there's no way to make 11. So that's a great proof, Oscar. Really great proof that you cannot do better than a 1. Good for you. Yeah, that's exciting. So we can move on. We don't have to stick around here. We can move to 11. Taco Cat,
Yay.
can you do your beautiful printing at the bottom? Because that's really, I really like what you've done there. You write better than I write. That's for sure.
You write better than I write. And actually, I don't write that well.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 15 seconds to come up with a guess about your most beautiful solution. Following on the idea of Oscar, the sum of all of these numbers, 1 through 11, is 66.
Yes,
So that does give a little bit more flexibility here, Oscar. So maybe this is a
that
little
means
bit more.
33 is a possible factor, and 22 is 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Solly, you made a statement also that was very interesting. You said that you thought that there was no way that this could be 0 for any of these swords.
Yeah, but
Because the bigger would have to be equal to the smaller. Are you, how
not for this one, I don't believe.
No.
So 11, 21, 30. It's definitely not possible with 1 split.
Right, because 1 split would have to be 33, and none of these, there's no triangular number. These would be called triangular numbers. There's no triangular number that would add to 30, that would be 33.
With this one, it's not possible. But with
I
3,
checked
it's
factors,
possible, and with square
33
numbers, it's
and
possible.
22, and they don't work.
Seth, I'm going to go to you first. What were you saying about square numbers?
Oh wait, that wasn't me. That was I think that was
Taco
Taco Cat.
Cat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I believe that was the
It's
the most
possible
taco
for
of
3.
cats.
It's possible per 3, but I'm not sure. I mean, for 3, it's possible because 6 is divisible by this is 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, and 6 is divisible by 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, so it is possible to reach a score of 0 if you had a little dagger. This isn't a very big sword, but if you had a little dagger of length 3 and it broke and it was an elven blade, you know that it's going to break 1, 2, and then 3. And that's a score, that score is 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's perfect. That's a perfect break. So
Yay.
yeah. So Solly, your idea where it was true for 10.
No, I missed that for 10.
Yeah, just for 10. Right.
Maybe it's because of that if you multiply all the numbers, it's equal to adding all the numbers. I also found another number that'll work.
Yeah, actually, you know that if all the factors combined besides the number itself equals the same thing as if a number's factors add up to the number, then it's called a perfect number. Like
Yeah. Is that relevant? Does that help us?
I don't know, like
It might. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this here and bring it down. There we go. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to ask Oscar, can you solve this? What's your guess?
Well, I've already figured out there's nothing that does 0
Okay.
for this one.
Okay.
Although, something that is good for any number of numbers is to start on the longer side.
Okay.
Start with a bunch of pieces length 1 and then get at the pieces longer as you go.
So where would you like this first one?
Between 10 and 11.
Okay.
Between 9 and 10.
Okay.
Between 8 and 9.
Okay.
Between 7 and 8.
Okay.
And then between 5 and 6.
Okay.
And then you can just leave the rest there. For 15 minus 8 is a score of 7.
So 15, where do I see 15? Yeah, 15 is here, minus 8 is a score of 7. Okay, great. That's pretty good.
Anyone can feel free to add things to make the score better.
I think I have an idea of how to get a score of 3 if you put a split between the 5 and the 6 and the 9 and the 10.
So we already have between 9 and 10 and 5 and 6. So what, say it again, Seth?
No, I mean, not 5 and 6. I mean the 6 and the 7 and the 9 and the 10.
So you already have between 9 and 10. So that's what you want there?
Yep, and then you get rid of the other ones.
Oh, I see. Then get rid of the other ones between
Yeah.
9 and the 10. So it's like this. Okay.
So then you get 21 for
very nice. Very nice.
and then you get a 24.
Yeah.
You
So
got
7
3.
plus 8 plus 9 is 24, and this is 11, and this is 11. So yeah. So that is a score of 24 minus 21 is 3. Yeah. Ruta, do you want to try?
I got a 6. I think 6 is the best you can do with only 1 cut.
6 with only 1 cut. Okay, let's try that just to see if we can at least get better.
I think the 6 would be made by putting the 1 cut between 8 and 9.
8 and 9. Okay. So this side is 30 and this side is 36. So that is a score of 6. And this side is the big side. So I guess to just check that you're right, we can just move it over one space here. And then this would be 21, and then this would be no, this
38.
is 28.
Which is
28.
17 points. Not a very good score.
28 and 38. So that's 10 points. Yeah. So yeah, for sure you're right.
I gave her water outside, but she didn't understand what I was doing.
Okay. Good. So we've gone from 7 to 3 to 6 and to 10.
So far, the best we can do is 3.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. Are you guys content that that is the best possible? Or do you think
I think
there
it's
might-
2.
you
I think
we can
it's
get to
2.
2? Okay, let's get to 2 then.
Because let's say if we have 12, I think 12 is possible to get 0 maybe, because it's the same thing as as the 6, only 2 is squared. So if we do that -1, we'll have the minimum score be +2.
So I don't understand the 12 here. Where do you get the 12 from? And the 1 here?
Because 12 is 1 more than 11, and 6 can be 0. So 12 might be 0, correct?
Okay, I think you just have to show me because it's difficult to follow.
I'm
so-
not sure, but
Okay.
if we have 6, I think the minimum score will range from 1 to 3. So we have 6 is 1, 7 is 2, and then 8 is 3. And
Yeah,
so
does anybody else understand the direction of Taco Cat? Taco Cat, I'm sure that it's working. I'm just I'm not understanding. 6 is 1. Your description of what do you mean 6 is 1?
the minimum, sorry, I got the calculations wrong. The minimum score possible for 6 is 0.
For 6 lines.
For 6, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay. So if I have this here, if that's my first line between 6 and 7, then that is scoring me 21. That's 21 over here. And am I on the right path? I don't understand your nomenclature here. So you'll just have to describe it.
I got another 4.
Sorry, I meant that. Okay, I'll make it simpler. 3 is the minimum is 0.
I don't understand that. So are you saying 3 because 3 is a factor of 66, therefore it could be 0?
No, you mean a sort of length 3?
That's what you mean. Okay, a sort of
Or
length
at
3.
the length 3.
Got it. Okay, sorry, Taco Cat. I was slow there. Let's so a sort of
then-
length 3.
Well, if we have 4, then to the minimum score, that'll add 4 because we have a 4
Okay.
there.
Let me get rid of some of these. Let me get rid of all of these here, and let's just do 4. Okay, there we
I
go.
think it's the minimum is, I'm not sure about it, but since we have this, would be 0, and we add a 4, then the minimum maximum number is 4, and we can get a 3 and a 3 here.
Okay, so for 4, the score is 1, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
So in
I'm
that
gonna
case,
cut that.
that means that that goes from 0 to 1, and once we add one number. So we have 3b0, 4 equals 1, and then if it continues in this pattern, 5 will equal 2. And then I think once we get to every power of 3, it might reset. I'm not
But we
sure.
already figured out there's a
Okay.
1.
I'm going to take I'm going to look into my background here. I'm going to choose an image and I am going to browse and I'm going to find an image. Can you just erase your stuff there for a second? I'm going to look for broken and I'm going to find an image that might help you guys. organize these results because I like where you're going here. Okay, and let me just see. Just need to.
A lot of broken stuff.
Okay, yeah, lots of broken stuff. Okay, here we go. There, that's what I wanted.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is going to help us organize because I like what you're doing here, Taco Cat. So you can write in this cell here, you are splitting the 3 into 2 parts and you are finding a score of 0 in this cell here. Okay, that's where the 0 is. Do you understand? The length of the sword is 3 and the number of shards is 0. So there you go. That's a 0. And the other one that we found is a length 10 sword over here. And we also split that into 2 parts and we got a score of 1 here. This was a score of 1, right? It was 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus.
The reason for that, you see, is 9 is 3 squared, and 3 squared is 0, and then 10 is 3 squared plus 1. 9, I think, is 0. That's my theorem. So if we have plus 1, then the score goes.
So let's check your theorem out. It gets confusing whenever we jump like. So let me write in here. I'll do it on my side. I will write in here to preserve your work. I will write in 0 here, and you guys are going to have this presentation to play with. So I'll put the 0 there, and I will put the 1 over here. Okay.
But you see, we have 3, and then we got with the 4, we had 3 shards with 1.
Yeah, so let's now, both of us, I'm going to leave this, I'm going to go and we're going to sort the 9 out. So you think that this is going to be a 0. This is your hypothesis, is that 9 is going to be 0, and it's going to be 0 for exactly 2 shards, right? Not for 3 shards, not for 4 shards, but for exactly 2, correct?
Yes, because you see, if we add all 3, 3 plus 3 equals 3 times 3. I mean.
So here we go. That is now, there's 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is, that's what you want. Good.
So we know how to sort the 3 out. We know how to sort the 4 out. And then, so the minimum possible number, the minimum possible biggest number is 9. So I think we have to put a line here.
Okay.
We want
Taco Cat's going to be in control here for another minute, just as we explore his idea that 9 should get a score of 0. And then we're going to go on. Ruta, then I'm going to jump to you. Go ahead, Taco Cat. Yeah.
Actually, so this, if we only had the 9 and the 8, we would get that. But then we also have, if we do this, so if we do this, we already get a score of 2. So we need to find a way to make 9. Oh, sorry. So 9 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's 6. And then if we add another 3 with it, I might be wrong actually here.
There's no more 3s.
Maybe if we had, if we had this here, maybe, this would be 17.
Okay.
This, no. No, for once I had an idea and it's breaking in front of my eyes.
So Taco Cat, wasn't that a marvelous, playful experience of being totally wrong, but wasn't it fun?
Yeah.
Like you went off on some crazy ideas, but it was lots of fun to explore that. And I think it's totally wrong. I don't think you can get to 0 with 9, but we might as well try that now. But that was really fun. But I don't think you're going to be able to get to 17 on the bottom end. Like the top end, 8 plus 9 is 17. But on the bottom end, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus, like we're out of luck. Yeah. So Ruta,
What did I get wrong? I'll have to look at this.
Yeah. So Ruta, let me first of all score this, Ruta. So this is 17 is the largest, and then the smallest, that's 15 here. Then this is 13. So it's 17 minus 13. So this is scoring 4, which isn't bad. I'm not saying this is a bad score. It's just, it's not 0. That's what Taco Cat was going for. Okay. So Ruta, what would be your idea to break up this 9 to try to come up with something, anything better than a 4?
I think I got a 3.
So it's Ruta's turn, Seth, and
I didn't find anything on 9,
mhm.
but when we were on number 10,
Okay.
I had this like idea and it kind of like failed because I was like looking around.
Well, let's play with your failure. Let's play with it.
Yeah.
So
So
here we have Taco Cat. Can you add the 10, the red 10, underneath the last skyscraper here? I don't know why we have skyscrapers for this sword idea, but I guess
I wanted to work with the number 10. I wanted to do 10 and try to get to 0.
yeah.
And I was like and I decided to start from the front. And then I realized that if I add 1, 2, 3, and 4, it makes 10. But then I also realized that if I add any of the things from 5 to 9, it's gonna be too much.
Yeah. But
But I
on
can't
both
make-
sides, it's beautiful, isn't it?
But it can't be less either.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to. It's getting late, guys, so I better share this with you. Copy link, done, and let's get onto the chat here. And here I'm going to.
Oh, Gord, could I share our game slide with Seth?
Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
Could we could I share mine and Seth's slide? We made a game slide in a Discord server.
And that's for the kids to go on to play what game?
Just any puzzles.
You know what? I probably should bounce that off of the MoMath people, because without adult supervision, I think that they might have an issue with that stuff. So let me just bounce that off of MoMath, okay?
Okay. It was just like a place where we could stay even after, like if this ends or something.
Yeah, I will talk to them and see if we can set up something, and if we can get that moderated, or just to make sure that if there is stuff that is a problem, that it gets dealt with. So let me bounce that off MoMath. That's a great idea, Seth. I really like that. Yeah. So you guys, you're on this presentation now. You will not be able to modify it. Instead, you just go up to copy it right here if you have a Google account, and then you just make a copy entire presentation. Okay. So that's how you can do it. And you can record down here.
Oh, you can?
You can record your best results. Right now,
Okay.
I've just put in a 0 and a 1 here, which, I mean, those are pretty amazing results. And that's the formal ending to puzzle time. But I'm happy to keep on talking for a while. And yeah. Okay, take care. So it'll be adult time now. So
Okay, bye.
take care. Bye, avocado cream. Bye, Taco Cat. Bye, Seth.
Oh wait. Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
This was great. And yeah,
Skana, do you know Chai?
I don't. Hi, Chai.
Yeah.
You're
So-
muted, but I saw your
Hi.
wave. Hi. Where are
Yeah.
you from? Where are
I'm in
you?
Vancouver. I'm Vancouver, Canada. Yeah.
At Vancouver. Yep.
Where are you? What's the background behind you there?
Goleta, which is near Santa Barbara,
Okay.
California,
Nice.
USA.
Yeah. On the same coast line, sort of. That was a good session. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Lots of predicting and trying things out. And was it Taco Cat that had the
Yes,
the
probably it was Taco Cat.
saying
Since
about
he
his
talked
idea, falling apart right in front of him, and it was just beautiful modeling of trying something out and thinking out loud so that other people could hear that. So yeah.
And it is entertaining to watch someone just the idea is just going, oh no. So I knew that was going to happen there. So
right.
that was just really fun. And the kids are such good sports, and I think that's just a natural. Yeah,
You've created a space where they feel super comfortable doing that. Yeah. You've created that, Gord. It's great.
I mean, you often start by yourself failing, as you call it, and announcing it, kind of as a way to learn from that. So it's been, right from the beginning. So for sure.
I was really happy that Ruta was so happy to explore what she had already known that she failed at, and she wanted to share that. Like that was I felt so good about that. So good. There's people in that group that are really, really bright people, and so it's just really great to have everyone being able to share like that.
It's almost like this is from my my perspective, I'd like a little more time with each problem, just because my days are so full that it's just hard to spend more time to think about it before we get the next one, so it would, it's a treat every day to attend and hear the kids talking about it. So that's very special. But at the same time, I'm thinking I'd like to think about this one before I go to the next one, because then now they're all kind of stacking up for me.
And I think the reason for that is that although for adults that would be a good amount of time, for kids, I think that they're happy to move on. There's been a few times that kids have come back to me and they've wanted to really dig in. Solly, with the best example was Solly with the banyan tree.
Yeah.
And she obviously spent a lot of time after the class.
I've missed so many of these.
They're all on YouTube, but it's not as fun to watch them afterwards by any means. But that I think is an exception, even for these bright kids. That seems to be the exception. They just want to think hard, and then they want to the next puzzle next day.
I try to do something different in my math circle every week, always a new thing. Maybe someone was absent, and also for that same reason. And a few weeks ago, I was super sick and I had like 10 minutes, I'd been in the hospital, I came back, I had 10 minutes to prepare this math circle. And I decided, well, I'm either going to cancel it or we're going to just go further with what we were doing last week. And I was a little apprehensive, and they were totally fine with it. It worked really well. So I think kind of either one can work. But it also obviously depends on the kids and the topic and everything. But
right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try.
Well, I'm not even saying that you should try it. I mean, I only did it out of duress, but I was very pleased.
Yeah. You're right. I expect it would go fine, but I
it's so fun having something new every time. And getting to do a story at the beginning. If you're continuing, you can't do a story. Well, you can modify the story.
Well, the me people, was that a variation of the same one, or was that, I can't remember them all. Sorry.
Oh, the meeples, the meeples.
The meeples, yeah,
Yeah.
meeples, not me people.
That's
That
right.
was
But
kind
it
of
was-
a variation one. But
Yeah, that was, and that was
yeah.
me being excited. So often with these puzzles, I've gone to a certain point, and then I set it aside, and I don't think yet about it for years. But for that one with the meeples in we started with the meeples in a line, and then I actually, before that, I had started with meeples in a circle, and then I went to the line because I thought it was easier for the kids. But afterwards, I was thinking of meeples in the classroom after we did that activity. So I got excited about it again, and then I wanted to redo it. But that was not one of my most successful ones, not because it was a repeat, but because I ended up needing to give a hint, because I don't think my ideas of symmetry were communicated very accurately. And so I have to go back and now think, how do I communicate what I mean by symmetry? It's and a pattern. So I have to go back and think about that. But that was not one of the successful ones. We've had some doozies. Last Thursday was the worst ever. Oh my gosh.
I almost came. I was planning.
I'm so glad that
I wasn't there either.
It's okay to fail, Gord. Gord, it's fine to fail.
I forgive myself all the time for these things. I can't be creative and not fail. So in no way do I really beat myself up. On the other hand, diametrically opposite to that, I celebrate failures publicly, and I am quite willing to admit that that was a failure. And it was so funny. Like, it was so bad, it was funny. So I had a game for the second time on PuzzleTime. We had a game, and it's a great game. I really like it, and it requires prime factorization. And I had a whole bunch of new people come, and they didn't share their videos, but I was just, oh, this is great. I said, you're coming to an unusual session. This is going to be a game today. And so I went through, and the first time we ran through the game, and I had the whole game laid out. So people were, the moves were all forced, just so they understood the rules. And then I said, in just a bit of craziness, I said, okay, so now we're going to have like a game between all the people whose videos I can see and all the people whose videos I can't see. And 10 seconds later, I only had people whose videos I could see. I had mass exodus. So that was just not the right way to do it.
I would have expected people to turn off their videos or something.
Oh my God.
That's bizarre. That's
no, they were intimidated. They were just thinking that they were coming for a nice, relaxed Friday evening, that they could just watch some kids. And then, what? We actually have to play. Oh, let's leave.